Let's see what Jennifer Ward is going to put this burger on. If you still have tomatoes from your garden or maybe from your friend's garden, put them to good use with Jennifer Ward's Caprese burger recipe.
Today we're gonna make some caprese burgers. Of course, when I make my caprese salad, I always like to make extra, and there's never a wrong time of grilling burgers or putting them in a cast iron pan. So I have here my freshly ground brisket and chuck burgers. All I'm gonna do is just I add a little bit of my silver steak seasoning, just a little bit of salt, pepper, granulated garlic, onion, whatever you like on your burgers. Go ahead and season both of those. And we're gonna do a pesto and a balsamic glaze to go over this. And we're gonna toast up some English muffins for this burger. So let's start with a little bit of balsamic vinegar. We're gonna add in some brown sugar and some blueberries, and we're gonna make a blueberry balsamic glaze that'll go over all at the end. So we're just gonna throw all of that in medium, high heat, and we're just wanted to reduce that to about half. While the balsamic glaze is reducing, let's go ahead and make some pesto. So we're gonna start out with some basil in here, and then we're gonna take a couple garlic cloves, and we're gonna do just a nice squeeze of lemon that's just gonna add some great brightness to this pesto. Now, I don't add pine nuts normally to my pesto. I seem to always cook a lot for my employees, my kids' soccer games and cheerleading games throughout the years, so I kind of always kept nuts out of it because I never knew who had a nut allergy. But feel free, if you have some pine nuts. I love pistachio in here, so if I'm just doing it for my family, I will add the nuts in, but I've gotten in the habit of not using nuts. For that reason, a little bit of some olive oil, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start to pulse that up, get that together, and then, okay, so I added my house seasoning, some salt, some pepper, granulated garlic, onion, and then added some Parmesan cheese, and that is some great pesto. So here I have a cast iron hot and ready to go. We're just gonna go ahead and put those in there. Listen to that sizzle. We want a nice sear on those, so we're just gonna go ahead and let those go. Don't touch them. You just want to let those cook and get a nice sear before we flip them. All right, let's go ahead and put this together, this caprese burger. Now remember, you can always substitute this with, I have ground beef, but you could do chicken, turkey, you could do portobello mushrooms, you could do an Impossible burger. So many options with this, so don't think it just has to be beef. Although that's kind of usually what I prefer. So let's go ahead and start out. I have toasted some English muffins. This is my blueberry balsamic glaze. It's like a little drizzle. So just blueberries, balsamic vinegar, and brown sugar. And all I've done was just reduce that by half. So let's go ahead and put that in our little jar. Oh, it's gonna be so perfect for this. Now, we're gonna start this. Bottom. A little bit of some frisee, our burger, and then we are going to take our heirloom tomatoes. Now don't forget, if you need to season those, do not put your tomatoes on your burger without a little bit of salt and pepper. I put my cherry wood smoke seasoning on there. Of course, now mozzarella, a little bit of that homemade pesto. Caprese burgers, I think one of my top 5 favorites. Of course, I love lots of different burgers, but that is one of my top 5s. Now, let's go ahead with a little balsamic glaze, and that is just gonna go all over. I love how the burger is hot, juicy, but the caprese salad is nice and cold and crisp with that frisee. We're gonna put the top on this, and now you are all set for your caprese burger. If you enjoy this, the recipe will be up on the website.